We're all going to be receiving this year from banks or some new credit cards or debit cards with a little chip in them instead of the swipe technology, Dagan. But the Wall Street Journal had an article today that said that apparently the banks aren't going all the way as far as making us more secure. What is that about? What do we need to know?
The chip technology replaces the magnetic stripe that you see on the back of all your credit cards. So the chip in and of itself is improved security in the card. But overseas, particularly in Europe, you have to put a PIN number in when you use your credit card along with this chip. The banks here are not going to make us use a 4-digit PIN because I guess they think it's too difficult for us to adopt that we won't. Do they think we're stupid or lazy or a little bit of both? Instead, it's called the chip and signature technology. So the chip makes it more secure, but you still have to sign it. Could the technology be better? Yes. By the way, when you get these cards, it will probably still have a magnetic stripe on the back because a lot of haven't adopted the new point-of-sale technology that's needed to use these chip cards.
Do you think they're right, Dagan? I think a bank executive was quoted as saying that we were worried that our consumers it would add a burden to them to remember another code, and that's why we decided not to go all the way as far as security.
I think they're the ones who are lazy because they don't want to deal with some of the complaints. I'm talking about the banks that they'll get from the consumer. But would it be that much of a stretch? No. I think we're adaptable. I think we can remember a 4-digit PIN code. We do it already with our debit cards. But it will be better. But again, if somebody steals your credit card, they could still use it online. But it should be easier. Like people use with the magnetic stripes, all these breaches that we've had at companies like Target, they use these skimmers to steal the information off the magnetic stripe, which will basically, with a chip, be impossible to do.
Oh, that's interesting. And by the way, for our viewers, you should get these cards from your bank because, again, this is a whole evolution in the market. But if you want it sooner, you can actually request it sooner, and you might actually get it.
That's something I do.
Safer.
I'm a nerd.
Why not, right? You might as well. Dagan, great to see you.
It's good to see you, Jenna. I'm glad to see you back on the TV.
Thank you so much. And you can see Dagan, by the way, on our sister network, the Fox Business Network. You can find it on your TV. Visit foxbusiness.com/channel finder.